Hi everyone, my name is Roma Stout. I'm 59 years old and I want to talk to you about a journey I'm ready to embark on. Not one that I asked for by all means. I was recently diagnosed with squamous cell carcinoma. Yeah, the good old C word. The one we all think is never going to affect us. That only happens to other people. In my case, it's always been true. My family has had a lot of episodes of cancer. My husband recently died from cancer. So it's not something unfamiliar. However, nonetheless scary. It's probably the scariest thing I've ever thought about when it comes to dealing with myself. So what had happened, I had gone base jumping last year and jumped off of a wonderful bridge, a prime bridge in Idaho. It was such an exhilarating event, but I had a hard landing and I bruised my tailbone. Well, I never quite recovered from that. 6-8 months later, my hip was hurting so bad I couldn't even walk. Finally, after dealing with all the HMO protocol bullshit, I was able to get an MRI. Well, that MRI revealed that I had a 6.5-inch mass in my abdomen. And I also had another little 1/2-inch mass, just left bilateral to the original one on the right side. So that was scary in itself. Thank goodness my doctor, we've been together a long time. He got me in right away, got me into the surgical department. I was able to get surgery in June. And they removed that mass. It was a fibroid, nothing big, just a mass. They gave me a hysterectomy at the same time. We asked about the second tumor. They kind of just played it off and said, no, it was just one big tumor. So the bleeding in my butt continued. My butt started getting sore. A lot of weird things started happening. So I started going back to the doctor right away within a couple of months, pushed for a colonoscopy, got that ordered. When they sedated me, apparently the colonoscopy was so painful that they had to abort it. They couldn't even get into the sigmoid colon itself. So that left me hanging with just more blood, more pain, going on and on. Emailing back and forth with my doctor. He's telling me it's probably some thromboid, hemorrhoid, or a fissure. It'll heal up. So I decided to go to the gynecologist. I went to her and had an exam. She felt the tumor, the bump, whatever you want to call it, the nodule. They call it all kinds of things. Didn't say much about it. Said, yeah, I probably need to get back in for the colonoscopy. And if that doesn't disclose anything, then to have a biopsy on the nodule. Okay, well that was good for a few weeks. The bleeding got worse, the pain got worse. I talked to my primary doctor again and he said I need to come in and I need to have another exam from him. Well, having someone stick their finger up your ass when it's ulcerated and got a big tumor in it doesn't feel so good. So I was pretty reluctant to do that, and I pretty much was like, I'm going to find a way to bypass this. So I got a little creative. I started taking pictures of all the blood on the toilet paper. It wasn't a pretty sight. So I emailed it to him and said, hey, is this normal for a hemorrhoid? This is a lot of blood. It takes 4 times to wipe to get it away. Didn't have much of a response. The next morning, I always felt like I had to go to the bathroom, but nothing would come out. It felt like I had a big golf ball shoved up my ass, for lack of better words, and it wouldn't come out. So I decided to get the camera out. I got the camera out. That was not a pretty sight. But guess what? I emailed those pictures to my doctor, and I told him, I'm not sure what this is, but it definitely doesn't look normal. I've never seen anything like this. I raised children. I've seen a lot of butts. Yeah, it wasn't normal. So he immediately referred me to surgery. I went and seen Dr. Herr, my surgeon. Very nice man. told him I didn't know if he was going to be able to do an exam because I just couldn't deal with the pain. So he got me in that squatting position on that special little table they have for looking up your ass. So I was there, my ass to the moon, 5 feet in the air, my cheeks spread apart. He tries to insert his digit. Nope, wasn't going to happen. It was too painful. Pain it was. He stopped. We didn't get the exam. He told me he was going to have to do this exam under anesthesia. The same way the colonoscopy needs to be done. Because I can't stand the pain, and he refused to torture me like that. Nice guy. So a week or so later, I went in for, on the 18th, October 18th, I went in for the exploratory surgery. When I woke up, I got the news I'd never anticipated on getting. I thought he was going to go in there and fix a hemorrhoid. He said he would fix whatever was wrong in there. Take it out, whatever. Well, he didn't do anything. Nothing at all. Nothing he could do. Very quickly, I started having all these massive appointments. I've had like 6 or 8 CAT scans, MRIs, X-rays. Every time I go somewhere, they're jabbing my arms with a needle. You know, fuck, can't they save the blood from before? Really, folks, I only have so much to give. So, it appears now I have had an appointment, my first consult with the radiologist. It looks like my treatment will be chemoradiology, which is chemotherapy and radiation at the same time. Talk about something's going to knock you on your ass. On an ass that's going to burn like hell. So, it looks like radiation will be 5 to 6 weeks. That's yet to be determined.